Good morning, Paul here on my back patio, and our Bible reading for this morning coming from Psalm 107. This is a great psalm that encourages us all, those who are redeemed, to tell your story. So let's get into it, eh? Psalm 107 verse 1. Give thanks to the Lord, for he is good. His love endures forever. Let the redeemed of the Lord tell their story. Those he redeemed from the hand of the foe. Those he gathered from the lands, from the east and the west, from the north and the south. Some wandered in the desert wastelands, finding no way to a city where they could settle. They were hungry and thirsty, and their lives ebbed away. Then they cried out to the Lord in their trouble, and he delivered them from their distress. He led them by a straight way to a city where they could settle. Let them give thanks to the Lord for his unfailing love and his wonderful deeds for mankind, for he satisfies the thirsty and fills the hungry with good things. Here's another group from verse 10. Some sat in darkness, in utter darkness, prisoners, suffering in iron chains, because they rebelled against God's command and despised the plans of the Most High. So he subjected them to bitter labour. They stumbled, and there was no one to help them. Then they cried to the Lord in their trouble, and he saved them from their distress. He brought them out of darkness, the utter darkness, and broke away their chains. Let them give thanks to the Lord for his unfailing love and his wonderful deeds for mankind. For he breaks down the gates of bronze and he cuts through the bars of iron. I imagine a lot of people who are rebellious and perhaps got into some sort of crime or addiction are in that particular bunch of people. But the secret is, then they cried out to the Lord and he saved them from their distress. In every case, it's the redeemed have had to cry out to the Lord before they were redeemed. Yeah, verse 17, here comes a different group. Some became fools through their rebellious ways and suffered affliction because of their iniquities. They loathed all food and drew near the gates of death. Then they cried to the Lord in their trouble, and he saved them in their distress. He sent out his word and healed them. He rescued them from the grave. Let them give thanks to the Lord for his unfailing love and his wonderful deeds for mankind. Then he talks about some travellers who went out into the sea in ships. Verse 23, some went out into the sea in ships, and they were merchants on the mighty waters. They saw the works of the Lord, his wonderful deeds in the deep, for he spoke and stirred up a tempest that lifted high waves. They mounted up to the heavens and went down to the depths. In their peril, their courage melted away. They reeled and staggered like drunkards. They were at their wits' end. Then they cried out to the Lord in their trouble, and he brought them out of their distress. He stilled the storm to a whisper. The waves of the sea were hushed. They were glad when it grew calm, and he guided them to their desired haven. Let them give thanks. And so the psalm goes on. I recommend you read it all, Psalm 107. And in the finish it says, verse 42, the upright see and rejoice, but all the wicked shut their mouths. Let the one who is wise heed these things and ponder the loving deeds of the Lord. In Psalm 50 verse 15 it says, call upon me in your time of trouble, and I will deliver you, and you will glorify my name. So here are people who are in trouble, and they cry out to the Lord in their trouble, and he delivers them. Let the redeemed of the Lord rejoice and go out singing, for he has saved them and blessed them. That's our little meditation for this morning. It's every one of us has been in trouble, and we all need to know that it's good to call on the name of the Lord. Get yourself out of trouble as soon as you possibly can. You have a great day. See you later.